Being a superstar wholesaler is not about just doing one deal here or there. It is about building financial freedom. And that comes down to three words: profit, time, and freedom. Check this out. Hey guys, it is Brent Daniels, and when we start out in this business, it's really interesting. Oftentimes we start out as this is like a side hustle for us, or this is a part-time business. A lot of times, a lot of the people that I talk to, even myself, I was doing this in the in-between times, right? Lunch breaks, or after I got off work, or after I was done showing properties, or whatever else. A lot of people entering this business or that are excited about wholesaling are doing this with a limited amount of time, okay? That's where we start out. That's where we started. We've done zero deals. We've made zero money. We have all this faith. We have all of this passion, and we have all this purpose that we want to be financially free, but we're stuck in a 9-to-5 job, or we're stuck with responsibilities with family, or we just don't have the schedule that we really need to make this an incredible business that's going to give us financial freedom. So let me show you the steps to take. This is the exact steps that I believe that you need to take to be able to make this not only an incredible business that gives you a lot of profit, but one that gives you time and then gives you freedom, because those are the three words I want you to focus on. The first step in this business is about profit. This is about getting your first deals, and not only that, this is about being consistent with your first deals, okay? I believe until you are making $30,000 a month for 3 consecutive months, you shouldn't hire anybody. Oh, that's very controversial. Well, Brent, I want to hire people to make calls for me. I want to hire acquisition managers. I want to do that. That's fine. I understand. But what I mean by that is I don't hire anybody to take over your leads. Don't hire any acquisition managers until you make $30,000. Because listen, this business it's just 3 parts. Wholesaling is just 3 parts. I love this 3 thing. I think it keeps it simple. But really, it's lead generation is number 1. Okay, that's the number 1 focus that you got to build on. That's what we talk about on the YouTube channel, on the Wholesaling Inc. podcast all the time, is lead generation. Now, you're either marketing for that, you're getting referrals, or you are prospecting. You're being really proactive out there every day, and you are talking to people. Okay, but lead generation just means quality conversations with distressed property owners. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I always suggest you go proactive. You keep your budget super low, especially if you don't have a budget, and you use your natural gifts, ability, the way that you communicate with people, the way that you've learned to communicate over years and years and years of just life experience, and you go out there and you start getting leads. Now, that's excellent. That's the first part. That's lead generation. Second part is conversion. Okay, now you got to convert those leads. You got to take somebody that does have a problem that you can solve, and you have to make sure that you're the one that they want to work with. Okay, that means you got to build a lot of trust. That means you have to be an active listener. That means you have to really understand and ask the right questions for them to be able to be confident that you're going to get the job done. It's about conversion. Not only that, but you need to have the right team around you. Now, I'm not saying about hiring people, but you need to have the right closing attorney and title company that's going to help you. And you need to have local mentors or a national mentor, whatever it is, that's going to help walk you through that process. Because a lot of really great leads you fall through because you're not nurturing them right. The conversion part of that is not going the way that you need it to because you just don't know enough. So get the right team around you. And this is free. This is what I'm saying. When you're in the profit part of growing this financial freedom blueprint, the profit part is all about getting the deals and working with people, but not spending a lot of money. Remember, profit is all about the income minus expenses. That's your profit. profit. That's what I'm talking about. What do you take home to your family? What do you take home that's in your bank account that you can pay off debt with, that you can invest with, that you can support yourself so that you can get out of your 9 to 5? We need to build that up first. And I'm telling you, if you follow this channel, you're going to get the step-by-step instructions to be able to do that. If you really want to take it to the next level, you go and join the TTP program, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. But listen, profit is so important. Once you're at that point when you're making $30,000 a month, now you're stepping up. Now we're going into the time factor. Remember, profit, time, freedom. That time factor, now you're hiring people to do the job that you were doing. You're freeing up your schedule with really talented people, but you need to understand when you start hiring people, you're holding their you're financially responsible for them. Their financial future is in your hands. So you got to set it up as you got to have a lot of empathy there. You have to have a lot of respect for what's going on with their family and their life and their bills and everything, so that you can make this a very special business for them, a very special role in your business for them. So you need to make sure you build it up with the profit. Now you've got time. Now you've got more time to be able to build your business, to work on your business, not in your business. We hear it all the time. It's cliche, but it's so pure and natural that it just makes a lot of sense. Working on your business, not in your business, that gives you the time. And once you get to the point where you're making $100,000 a month in this business, that's when we're talking about freedom. That's when you totally pull yourself out of it. Not 100%. There's not going to be a passive owner that's going to continuously build this business, because marketing's a moving target. The deals are a moving target. What buyers are going, the market, everything's a moving target in the real estate business. But you keep a close eye on the big stuff, the 30,000-foot view, so that your business can be successful and make 100,000. And now all of a sudden you're netting half of that. And if you're really smart, this is the time. This is the time where you don't get silly, you don't get crazy. This is the time that you use most of your income to purchase assets, to purchase something that's going to return cash to you that you don't have to work for at all. This is the big mistake that I see, is because not everybody, but a lot of people want to go, and they want to go on these big vacations, and they want to buy these things and get a big house and get a lot of debts and go into all of these really unbelievable lifestyle things. But if you just slow it down for 3 to 5 years, you could set up your whole life.
This place is a good family. Promise.
We talk about, there's people in the industry that talk about changing your family's financial future, changing your family tree's financial future. And I think that that's so beautiful, but you can't do that if you're giving money to debt, if you're buying things that don't appreciate, if you're buying liabilities, if you're buying things that take money out of your pocket. Okay, so now you've gone and you've started part-time, and you've grown, and you've been consistent, and you've got the profit, and you invested in your company so that you can have the time, and now you've got the freedom. Now you've got the freedom to do whatever you're passionate about, or whatever. Even better, passion is a spark. Passion is a flash in the pan compared to purpose. Now you can start working on your purpose. And I'm telling you, once you're at a position where you're financially set, where you're financially free to be able to work on your purpose, your happiness goes through the roof. I mean, now I don't care if it's working with your church. I don't care if it's volunteering. I don't care if it's being a coach. I don't care if it's doing other businesses. I don't care if you want to be a painter or a rapper or a singer or whatever it is, whatever your true, go back to your childhood and go back to the things that make you the happiest. What is the purpose that you have in life? You can work on that because you have been smart, you have been savvy, you have put the work in, you have worked those long, hard hours when you were building the profit phase, and then you hired the right people and you nurtured them in the time phase, and now in the freedom phase, you're doing amazing things, but you can't skip. You can't skip past it unless you get unless you win the lottery, unless you get a big inheritance, unless money is not an object to you, or not a struggle for you, or you don't have to work for it. You're not going to be in that position. So that is the blueprint. Profit, time, freedom. I'm telling you, it is absolutely unbelievable. I want everybody watching this to really if you're in that profit, go. sink your teeth into it. Know that you're there. Love the journey. When you're building your team, love that. And know that at the end of this is financial freedom, that you can change the course of your family's life forever financially and be able to buy the right assets and not buy liabilities and be really, really, really smart about it. Pay off all the debts. Pay off all the debts of your family if you want. All of these beautiful things come from this step, this blueprint. So go out there, guys. It all starts with quality conversations with distressed property owners. And from there, from that little seed grows into financial future. That is the plan. That's what I want for everybody. I want you to go out there every single day and talk to people. If you're interested, go to wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Check out the program. Check out the testimonials. See what it's all about. I would love for you to skip to the front of the line and get there faster. You guys are the best. Love you.